Hello everybody, my name is Chelsea. Welcome to the watch along for Newcastle versus Wolves today at 3 p.m. at St James's Park. First of all, I'd like to say a massive welcome to the watch alongs that have restarted, and thank you to Dave for bringing them back, and I hope you enjoy the show today. Before we get into our match preview, we do have a video from Dazzling Dave from Newcastle, so let's have a listen before we do our pre-match.
Boys, in Newcastle, Chelsea is taking the watch along, bringing it back for you, so hope you enjoy it. Give her lots of love and support, and make sure you're tuned in, subscribe for our reaction straight after the game. Good luck, Chelsea.
Huge thank you to Dazzling Dave. It's so exciting to bring Watch Along back for all of you. And a massive thank you to everyone who's already watching. It's 82 people, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the comments so far. So many of you being so kind. Thank you, Carl, for the shout out. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Sarah. It's going to be a great game today and a great opportunity for Wolves to go higher in the league. Next, I just want to say, if you haven't already and you're not following Always Wolves Fans TV, please give us a like and give us a follow on YouTube and our socials. I'll just add in our comment section here. Give me 1 second, and it is here. So please follow Always Wolves Fan TV on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. We'd love to see you there. And if you do enjoy the watch along and you want these to keep coming, please like and please comment that you want the watch alongs so we can try and bring them back for you as much as we can. So let's have a look at the lineup today. I'm going to bring it up for us. First of all, if I do make any mistakes on pronouncing anyone's names, please correct me in the chat. So for Wolves, we've got Pedro Neto, Bellegarde, Sarabia. We have Ait-Nouri, Doyle, Lamina and Semedo. And for defence, we've got Gomez, Dawson, Kilman, and we have Sarr in goal. Looking over to Newcastle, we have Murphy, we have Isak and Gordon towards front. We've got Willock, Guimaraes, Longstaff, and then in defence we've got Trippier, Shaw, Botman, Byrne, and we've got Dubravka in goal. If I have pronounced any names wrong, please correct me in the chat. Let's have a look at the comments at the moment. Declan, you asked for a shout out. Hello, Declan. How are you? Zatvia, afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much for bringing those comment sections in. We're nearly at 100 people watching already, and that's absolutely fantastic. Before we move on and have a think about what the game's going to look like, what our score predictions are, I want to know, where are you from? Where are you watching from? In the comment section below, please tell us what country you're watching, who are you watching with, and I'll give you a shout out when you do that. And smash that like button, as Carl's just said. Thank you so much. Please let me know where you are and where you're from. And are you happy with the lineup for Wolves? Are there any surprises for you? Obviously, we know that Hang was going to be missing, as Gary O'Neill already mentioned. And we still have Cunha out. Hopefully those two can make speedy recoveries. Oh, fantastic, everyone. Ricky said he's from Bradley. Welcome. Oliver is from Lebanon. Super. Thank you for those in the chat to keep doing that. Carl's in Worcestershire. Fantastic. Thank you. Keep telling me where you're from. Cyprus from Alexandros. Thank you so much for commenting there. That's absolutely brilliant. Right, everyone. And Sapphia, Southern Spain. Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. So, looking at the lineup, obviously, we're missing Hwang today. We're missing our main striker. But it's fantastic to see Sarabia and Neto on the pitch. I definitely know from the game against Brighton in the FA Cup, they made a huge difference when they came back on. Brilliant. And a big hi near Wolves. Adrian, thank you so much. Before the game starts, we have 14 minutes to go, which is absolutely brilliant. I just want to say a huge well done to Manny. He has done so well. He's completed 195 miles to raise money for charity, Dementia UK. It's an absolutely fantastic cause, and he's done so much to support that charity over the years. Just to give you some stats and facts, he has raised over 30,000 in the last 6 months, thanks to you guys who have donated. So thank you so much for that. Manny really appreciates it. And since 2018, he has raised £300,000 for Dementia UK charity, which is absolutely brilliant. So if you ever see him dropping down on the social and say, well done, Manny, you're absolutely brilliant. And we're so proud to be representing you on here as well. So looking at the lineup then, please let me know, are you happy with the lineup? Do you think it's a good way to set up against Newcastle? Write it down in the chat. Let's have a look. Thank you, Robert, who's from Dover. Good to see you. Cole from Zappia, thank you so much. Someone, Jib Wolf, is from Gibraltar. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. And we've reached 100 people ready for the watch along, and we have 30 minutes to go, which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for that. Absolutely fantastic. Please let me know in the comment section, are you happy with that lineup? I think for me, obviously, Hang is a huge miss. I was at the game against Brighton for the FA Cup, and we could see that he was having a little bit of a niggle, and that's a real shame. But I'm really glad with the lineup we've set out with. Obviously, we didn't have a long to recover. We had 1 day less than Newcastle, but it looks like Gary O'Neill's put out the best squad that he can and hopefully get the job done. Let's have a look at that comment section. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for putting that in. So one person's mentioned he has Gomez has a tight hamstring. That's a real shame. For me personally, I think Gomez is a fantastic player. He makes some great interceptions as we're watching it. And he does have a goal in him as well. So I know there's always a question of, do you play Joel or Gomez? But I think either one, they are both such a compliment on the pitch, and we should keep that going. Let's see. Adrian says, with our options, a perfect lineup. I absolutely agree. I think when we're missing Cunha and Hang, of course, there would be our starters. But luckily for us, even though our squad is small, we've got so much talent on the bench. Alexandra says, miss Cunha for striker. Absolutely. I think the loss of Cunha, I think we could see over the last few games, is his importance, not just in attack, but also in his defence. He really helps the Wolves defence push forward, and he is a massive miss. And it is a shame that we are missing Gomez, absolutely. Right, guys, let's see how long we've got left to the game. We've got 11 minutes and 43 seconds before we start. So please let me know, what is your score prediction? I'm not going to tell you mine yet. I'm going to wait for you. What do you think the score is going to be today? Do you think it's going to be an easy win for Wolves? Do you think Newcastle might nick it? Or do you think it's going to be a draw? Please let me know. As you are doing that and adding those comments in, I just want to have a look at what other games are happening today. So 3 o'clock kickoffs, we've got Brentford versus Chelsea. Chelsea have had a little bit of a tough time at the moment, especially in that Carabao Cup final, but we'll see what happens there. We've got Everton and West Ham. Currently in the league table, we've got Wolves in 9th place. If they beat West Ham, if Wolves win today and West Ham lose, Wolves could go 8th. So let's see if that can happen today. Then you've got our team. We've got Forest versus Liverpool. Let's hope for a good game there. We've got Tottenham versus Crystal Palace, so another London derby there. That could be a tricky game. And Luton versus Villa for the 5:30 kickoff. So some fantastic games today. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you guys for adding those chats in. So Alexandros thinks, I think 1-2. That is super. We've got Carl Whitehouse saying it's going to be a 2-1. Thank you for adding in that. Andrew, you think it's going to be a 0-0. Possibly. Let's have a look. Primero, probably best we can do. Have a good look, Chelsea. Some nice comments over there for that club. Ricky Felton, 0-1. Ricky, do you mean 0-1 for Wolves or 0-1 for Newcastle, please? Let me know. Someone else says 2-1 for Wolves. So as we look at our lineup moving forward, in the last few games, I would like to give you some kind of stats and facts at the moment. In the last 17 Premier League games, the game hasn't really been won by many. Wolves have won about 2 and Newcastle have won 4. So there's actually been more draws between Newcastle and Wolves. And I think going to St James's Park is always difficult. So hopefully today, Wolves can see an opportunity to win the game. Obviously, Wolves have had a lot of games recently and they're trying to pick up points but also go far in the cups. So for me personally, I would be happy with a draw, a 1-1. I'd still really be proud of Wolves because they've had to travel and they've had that massive game that would have took a toll on them mentally and physically. And I would like to say as well, if they can get the win, I do think Pedro Neto and Sarabia were key players for that as well. Let's go back to that chat. Someone else says, I think another 2-1 win. So we're really positive at the moment, which is absolutely brilliant. I know I've already mentioned already, but if you do enjoy the live stream, please give it a thumbs up because it makes us know that you enjoy these watch-alongs. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to YouTube at Always Wolves Fans TV and keep promoting us, please. So let's have a look. We have 8 minutes to go. Brilliant. Please, in the comment section, add in any questions that you have, any Wolves questions you have about the game. What do you think? Do you think that the game is going to be difficult? Do you think the game is going to be easy? Let me know. And if you do have any questions for me about Wolves, about the team, please pop them down in the chat. And a massive thank you to everyone who has liked so far. Just to add as well, I just want to have a quick promote for this amazing app, which is coming up now for you. Come on. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'll get that back working for us. So it is Sofa Scope. They are a brilliant app. It is absolutely free to join, and you don't have to register, which is fantastic. It provides deep dive insights into all matches, all types of sport, including football. You can find out matches, stats, and players and heat maps, and it's fantastic for me to use and also to use as well. Let's have a look at the comment section. Oh, a lot of people are missing Joe Gomez. That really is a shame. He has played really well. Hopefully, whatever problem that he has, it's quick and recovery. Trudy, thank you so much for giving in your score prediction, which is a 1-1. Thank you to that. Lovely. What else do we think, guys? Alexandra says, good luck, Wolves. Have a good game. Super. Absolutely. We really hope that comes through. Yes, so score. Thank you so much. So, guys, we've got 6 minutes to go. Feels like a long time. So let's have a look at our lineup today. Let's see who's on the bench. I am using SofaScore right now. It's really helpful. So for our lineups, waiting for this to load. 1 second. Okay, lineups. Super. So for Wolves on the bench, we've got Bentley, we've got Santiago Bueno, Hugo Bueno, Traore, Chira, Doherty, Fraser, Lamina, and Akodua. And for Newcastle, they've got a strong bench as well. Hopefully today we won't have to rely too much on the bench. I'd like to see that we can get this one done quickly, which I really hope. Thank you so much. Merv says, I think today's winner is Manny, whatever happens on the pitch. Absolutely. Manny has represented Wolves so well. And when I got to be with him on extra time on, I believe Sunday, it was a true pleasure to listen to his story and why he's choosing to do that. And I think it's a lovely representation to show that you can support so many people by just doing one selfless act. And if you do want to provide any money for that fundraiser, big or small, anything helps, please go down to the comment section below and add that in. Thank you so much. Right, guys, we've got 5 minutes to go. Looking at the lineup again then, let's get this up. I'm really happy with Gomez, Dawson and Kilman at the back. Being at the Brighton game, it was really stressful being there. I don't know what it was like watching it on TV. If you thought it was quite stressful, please let me know. Watching them, I couldn't fault any of those three in defence. They worked so hard to give us a great start. And even though we had a lot of pressure from Brighton, these three did amazingly. It's good to see Lamina in as well, obviously scoring the goal. Towards the end of the match, I thought Lamina's a bit slowing down, but obviously we have had a lot of games and I'm really happy to see him there. Tommy Doyle, a lot of people are thinking, do we play Doyle? Do we play Gomez? And I think, as I said before, either one of them really are a compliment to the team. Hopefully Doyle can just be, as soon as he gets that ball, he's looking forward, trying to start the attack. Looking at our front three, it's always good to see Sarabia. He's always a calm person on the pitch, always got creativity. Pedro Neto is a little star for us. I really hope that his speed and his creativity does end in goal stakes. Obviously, he's not completely match fit in my opinion, but I'd like to see more of those goals. And Bellegarde, I'd like to see what he can do as well. Let's have a look at the comment section. So I'm just, yes, Zara's the goalkeeper. Obviously, a lot of people are showing a lot of love to Gomez, which is really good to see. Absolutely fantastic. And again, I just want to say, if you do want to follow any of these, if you'd like to see Dazzling Dave, please go onto his Twitter, please go onto his Instagram, and go into his TikTok as well. If you do enjoy the watch along, please stay tuned on Always Wolves Fan TV. Dazzling Dave will be showing his fan reaction as soon after the game, hopefully in the first 30 minutes. Dave has mentioned as well that he will try and join us at the halftime showing. However, he said that the internet's not the strongest there. So if we can have him here, that would be absolutely fantastic. So just to see, has anyone else joined the chat? If you have, where are you from and who are you watching with? Lovely. David said 3 points away will be big. Absolutely. I think we can see from the Premier League match that we've had against them, it's not been a bogey team, but we always draw then. I think going to St James's Park is always a tricky game, even if they're not as in great form as it was at the start of the football year. I think they're doing really well. Somers, afternoon all, afternoon to you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone said, Cyprus, good to see you. Thank you so much for commenting down there. That is brilliant. And thank you so much for so many people who have liked so far. We've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Adrian says, well done, Chelsea. Thank you, guys. Do you want to put that up there? Thank you so much for the shout out. I'm doing my best. As I go through, I'll get more and more better at these, but I really appreciate that support. And thank you for Dazzling Dave again for bringing back these watch-alongs. We know we all enjoy them. And if you do like it, smash that like button, please, as we always appreciate that. Thank you. So today, I think a lot of you look in the comment section, you are saying a lot of a 2-1 win, 1-1. So let's hope today Wolves can get it over the line. As I've said before, a draw would be good. If we can get that win, even better. Right, guys, so let's just have a talk about the other games that are going on today. Put down in the comment section, do you think Chelsea or Brentford, who's going to win there? Looking at Everton and West Ham, who do you think is going to win out of those two? Let me know. Do you think there's a possible upset today? Do you think Palace could beat Spurs? Do you think Forest could beat Liverpool? Let me know. 2-2 draws for me. Andrew, thank you for adding that in. Please let me know, who do you think that one's between? It's between Chelsea and Brentford or Everton and West Ham? Super, thank you. Someone said teams are out. Right, everyone. Before we start, I just want to add, as we're going through and watching the game, for the best fan reaction possible, can you please restrain, if you are ahead of me on the live stream, the goal? If we do score, any goal happens, any VAR decision, please refrain from putting it in the chat, because I want to give you an honest reaction, the very best I can, and don't tell out the score. And just to add on, as well as we always do, everyone on the comment section has been so kind to me so far, and I really appreciate it. But this is not just for me, this is for everyone. Please be respectful in the chat. Please be kind to everyone. It's an opportunity for Always Wolves to come together as a big community, and we don't want any mean or rude comments to ruin that. So please keep that comment section kind and respectful, please, as we always do. Absolutely. Someone said, Carl, no shout if a goal does happen. Yes, please don't do that. The reaction won't be as natural. Also, as well, we do know VAR decisions. We might score a goal and then it's changed. So please just leave that out. Ricky Felton says that he believes Doyle will have a 74-minute away win. Fingers crossed. Let's see what will happen there. Okay, guys, I'm just waiting for my match to start. Let's see. Let's see if our players are coming out. Just waiting for that now. Ah, fantastic. Here we go. Oh, brilliant. Okay, I've got the match on now, so we can start reacting very soon. Thank you. And also, just to mention, if you are interested in SofaScore, as I've said before, it's a completely free app. You don't have to subscribe. You can just go on and use it straight away. if you are interested in using the app, I've just got the QR code here for you. You can scan that and download it, and it'll take you right to the SofaScore app. I will be using it today during my commentary to look at player ratings, looking at red cards, yellow cards, looking at what's moving forward. So thank you so much for that. Always says not a good feeling about the game. 1-0 to Newcastle. Understandably, we have had a hard few weeks. We had a lot of games. Fingers crossed it goes in our favour today. Thank you so much. Thank you for that person who said afternoon from Azerbaijan. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's brilliant. Just another one. Can you add in what time it is where you're watching, where you are, guys? If you're from a different country, let me know. Where are you? Alexandra says Neto's very fast and he has many skills and he will score a goal. Let's hope for that, Alexandros. Obviously, Neto is a fantastic player, so let's see. And we have kicked off. Fantastic. Let's have a watch. So 0-0 Newcastle starting with the ball. Oh, fantastic. Sarabia to stop that ball then. Good pressing by Wolves there, really good. Well done, Bellegarde. Newcastle have the ball back. So nice to see Wolves pressing right from the beginning. Newcastle moving forward. And it's in the box. Good. We've just got that away. Brilliant. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, Newcastle have the ball again. And Newcastle still have the ball. We can see Bellegarde, Sarabia and Neto, they're working really hard at the moment trying to press that ball. Fantastic. On my stream, also, you can't hear, I have the game completely on silent, so you won't be able to hear that from me, making sure that we don't have that. Thank you to everyone who's commented so far. If you do have a question about the Wolves game, any ideas of any questions you want me to answer, please drop them in the chat. Sarabia's got the ball, and the ball was taken off Sarabia. And we've got the ball again, Bellegarde. Oh, good try, Bellegarde. It looks like we've got a corner, do we? Please refrain from writing a goal in the chat if it is, because we want an honest fan reaction. Please don't do that again. Thank you. My stream is on 2 minutes, so I might be a bit far behind than you. So yes, please refrain from writing it down, please. Okay, Newcastle have got the ball. Cross in. No worries, mate. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But hopefully, if Wolves do, please, if Wolves score, that's fantastic. Keep it positive. Wolves now have the ball. Back to Kilman. Kilman brings it up the pitch. And Pedro Neto is moving with that ball now, going straight into the Newcastle half. Oh, brilliant for Neto, super. Oh, what a shame. Really good move by Pedro Neto there, which is why we always love Neto on. Newcastle ball again. I am 3 minutes into this live stream, 3 minutes into the game. 62 likes so far. Absolutely fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much. If you do want the watch along moving forward, Dave has mentioned as well, if he's not at the game, he would like to join the watch along as well. So that would be fantastic. But if you are enjoying them and you want to see them more, please like and please comment that you want to see them so we know and we can provide those for you. Thank you so much. That's super. Okay, Wolves got the ball back again. Newcastle get it back again. Right, guys. So I'm 3 minutes, 45 seconds in. What do you think of the game so far? Write down in the comment section. How are Wolves getting on? Are you happy with our start? Do you think we could do something different? What do you think? Tell us in the chat. What do you think? Someone says, I am on 420. Absolutely going to have different variations on where we are. So please write down, how do you think we're doing so far? Are you happy with how Wolves have started the game? How do you think we could be playing differently? And Sar's collecting the ball there. Always Lakers says, Wolves are playing good in defence and offense. Fantastic. Thank you so much for adding that in the chat. Please do, if you have a comment that you want to put, please tell me what you think of the game and I'll put you right on so everyone can see your comment. Thank you for that. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Okay, Neto's got the ball again. And at the moment, they're replaying Neto's run into the box. Really good to see. Hope he keeps doing that all game. Okay, Wolves with the ball, Lamina. And now Semedo. Neto's got the ball. Oh, someone's put an interesting comment there about one of our defenders. Who do you think is our best defender? Who do you think's the best? Do you think it's Kilman? Do you think it's Toty? Do you think it's Dawson? Let me know. What do you think? Overall, this season, I've been quite impressed with Toty. I think he's done really well. Alexandros, I always have to say Wolves are playing really good. Absolutely keeping positive. Oh, we've got the ball now. And a shot by Sarabia. It goes a bit to the left, but good go. Always like to see them trying to score. Fantastic. Someone just said, Dawson, Ballon d'Or. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dawson's played really well for us this year. Really good. Always says, hope Neto scores. Toty, thank you so much for adding those comment sections in, guys. So massive shout out to you, David. Thank you so much. Alexandra, shout out to you. Thank you for telling me who you think is the best defender. That's brilliant. Thank you. Rick has said Semedo is our best defender of the player of the season. Absolutely. I'm so impressed with the improvement in Semedo, I think, this year. This is just my opinion. I think that Gary O'Neill's really brought a new side out of Semedo. And if I don't see Semedo in the lineup, I have a little bit more of a worry. So thank you for adding that. That's brilliant. Adrian has said, we have started really well. Keep it up, lads. Yeah, keep it positive. That's fantastic. Thank you. Okay, I am now 7 minutes in. Newcastle had the ball. They kicked it up and passed it right back to Wolves. David says Semedo has surprised me. Definitely can see a massive improvement for him in defence, but also offence. Really good. And again, just now, really good Semedo running with that ball, working hard. Both teams look like they've settled down very clearly. We can see Wolves are definitely going with a 4-3-3. That's very clear from here. Newcastle currently have the ball. Good collection from Semedo. Well done. Good start from lads. Absolutely. Keep putting in the chat. Please write it down. Keep telling me who do you think is doing well. And be ready. At the end of half-time, I will be asking you who you think our player of the first half has been and what rating you'd give that first half. So be ready for that. Thank you. Okay, Wolves got the ball. Ain't Nori. He's crossing it in and it's hitting Newcastle defence. Good, Ain't Nori. Keep going. Keep pushing that. Someone says, gonna get a 0-0 draw. Hopefully a draw or a Wolves win. I know obviously we want to win, but sometimes you've got to take a draw when it comes. And hopefully, as long as we've played well, I think I could take a draw as well. Someone has said that final third again. Absolutely. That final third, we always do. We always play well. We always build up to the goal. We've just got to be able to finish that off quickly. Someone said they think Neto's got playing a 7 out of 10 so far. Thank you for that. Merv says, do you have a halftime chat, Snells? Absolutely. Mr. Dazzling Davis told me that everyone likes this halftime snack. So I'll let you try and have a guess of what I've got. Thank you so much for adding that in. Thank you. Big shout out to you, Merv. Good to see. Thank you so much. Thank you for all that. Okay. 9 minutes gone. Newcastle have the ball in defence. And still Newcastle. Okay, Wall's got it back. Smider's got the ball, running forward. Good dribbling by Smider, good to see. Good move there, Neto, well done. It looks like Sarabia and Neto are kind of switching. So Neto might be more up front and Sarabia's going more to the right, and the keep switch was good to see. It's good to see that rotation. Makes it hard for the defenders to know what we're going to do next. Oh, thank you to Real Football for saying great commentator. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. I do my best. Thank you. And 10 minutes in already. Right, guys, so 10 minutes in, do you think we've made a positive start? Do you think we could have done anything differently? For me, I'm really happy with the game so far. Newcastle and Wolves are both trying to get forward. There's not been a clear goal scoring opportunity yet. You could argue that Neto's was, but it wasn't clear and obvious for me. Newcastle in. Hopefully, Saar will get that. Good. Saar's got the ball there. Hopefully, his distribution is what it needs to be. He's passed to Smedo, Kilman, then back to Dawson. Toti's got the ball now. And then to Nori. Back to Toti. And Toti gives it back to a Newcastle defender. Oh, we've got the ball back. Brilliant, Sarabia. Keep moving forward. And we've lost the ball again. Oh, shame. Good work, right, boys. Really good. Always Lakers says, Gary O'Neill's done a good job putting Sarabia and Neto up front. Absolutely. We have to go with what we've got at the time. We've been really unfortunate this season because we haven't been able to play Hang, Cunha and Pedro Neto all at the same time. But even though we haven't been able to have all three at once, we still continue to play well and win big matches. So hopefully one day I'll be able to see those three together. But I do think Sarabia deserves a massive shout out. To me, he's a really good level head on the pitch. He's always got that creativity. He's always thinking about the team, and it's always good to see. So thank you for that. Just a replay of Saar. And Wolves are moving forward. Semedo crosses it in. Neto. Oh. And Wolves win it back. Really good, Wolves. Keep it up. Toad's got the ball. Toad, what are you going to do with it? And he passed it backwards. Don't like that. Keep it pushing forward. And Smider's got the ball. Now Neto. Lamina, Sarabia. Nori and Belagov were in the box there, but no cross came in. Right, so we are 12 minutes in. So let's see what's happening in other matches as well. We've got Pedro asking for that ball then. It's not coming up. Samaya's got the ball now. Okay, let's have a look. So in Brentford, Chelsea, it's Brentford 0, Chelsea 0. It's Everton 0, West Ham 0. Fulham 0, Brighton 0. Oh, there's something on there, possibly. They look like they are ahead. I hope not. I don't want to see that. Oh, no, I think I've seen something I don't want to say. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and it's in by Newcastle. Oh, I just saw the goal and I was hoping it didn't go through. Yeah, Newcastle have scored. What a shame. Come on, Wolves, keep this up. Really, Wolves should have done better. Newcastle were on the break, but there was enough defenders back. Really, so maybe could have done better. Maybe it's a bit harsh by me, but I like this for Alexandros. Let's put this up there. Doesn't matter. Wolves keep up. Absolutely. You can't win every game, so let's do this. David says, let's not lose this. Absolutely. Let's keep it up. And they're replaying the Newcastle goal. Let's have a look. It's good movement by Newcastle. Oh, Dawson tries to get a block in there. It goes over Dawson and then bobbles a little bit. It goes past and then it is tapped. It's headed in. Shame for Sarr, really. It was quite difficult for him. He wasn't able to collect it, didn't have much time. Oh, real shame. And Carl says, we always concede the first goal in Premier League games. Absolutely. We've been saying recently about Wolves' start. At least this time, Wolves have had a positive start, in my opinion. They've been pressing, they've been doing what they can. But in the last couple of games, we've seen Wolves be kind of pushed backwards a little bit, especially in that Brighton game. It was a bit uncomfortable. But come on, let's keep positive. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, it's up. And Newcastle still have got that ball. Wolves are still pressing. Good to see. Bellegarde, Sarabia and Neto are working really hard, as they always do. David said about Dawson, it was a good move, just horrid luck. Absolutely. Sometimes you got to get that block in, and it doesn't always work in your favour, but at least you try to block it. And sometimes you don't have luck on your side, which is a real shame. Looking at the other games then, I'm just going to refresh that, see if something else has happened. At the moment, Wolves have got the ball. Neto, then to Semedo, then to Lamina. Sarabia moving forward. Neto is running for that ball. Can he get it? Yes, he can. He's now in the final third. Go on, Neto. Oh, shame. It's that last couple of touches. Not there sometimes, but they got to keep moving. Really good. At the moment, we are Newcastle 0, Newcastle 1. Let's add this in. Come on, add it in. Newcastle 1. Add that. What a shame, didn't want to add that in. And show. So this is the brand new scoreline at the moment. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. Currently, Wolves have got the ball. Good movement there. Can we get it back? No. Goalkeeper away. Let's look in this comment section. What's happening at the moment? Would hate to see Wolves get a length again. Absolutely. We've had such a good season so far, and I know we can keep it up. Neto's got the ball now. Semedo to Sarabia. Sarabia, what's going to do with it? He's taking a shot. All shame, blocked. Okay, we are 16 minutes in. Just for those who might have joined us now, I just want to say a massive well done to Manny for his amazing 195-mile walk to raise money for charity, Dementia UK. You've done a fantastic job, and well done for raising all that money for a wonderful cause. Thank you. And if you do want to give any donation, small or large, please go to the description below and follow that link, please. Well done, Manny. Superstar. Well done. And well done for getting up those stairs as well. Not just 195 mile, but then you've had 165 step up to your chair at Newcastle. So well done. But Manny said that he wanted to be with the fans, which is fantastic. And nothing I expect less. Well done, Manny. You're a superstar. Well done. And thank you to David putting the clap there for Manny. Good to see. Absolutely. Fantastic, man. Wonderful effort by him. At the moment, we are 17 minutes in. It is 1-0 Newcastle. Newcastle currently have the ball. Ain't Norris putting pressure on. So is Bellegarde. Right, guys, score predictions. What do you think this first half is going to end? Do you think it's going to be 1-0? Do you think it's going to be 1-1? What do you think? Do you think Wolves can turn it around? Let me know. Put that score prediction in. 74 likes so far. That is fantastic. Thank you. Newcastle back in. Oh, and scuffed. They're replaying at the moment, so let's look at Newcastle. Good movement by Newcastle. And kind of dragged that shot a little bit there. Alexander says 1-1. Fingers crossed. That'd be perfect. Of course, we'd like to get back 2-1, but let's get into end this half 1-1 so we can start fresh in the second half. Thank you. Callum Portman says 1-0 half time. So Callum doesn't think we might not be able to turn it around. Callum, why do you think we might not be able to turn it around in the first half? Or if you think, how could we change it? I'd like to know what you think. How can we make it better? 1-1 half time. Good to see the positives there. Thank you. We are now 90 minutes in. 1-0 to Newcastle. Wolves currently have the ball and Neto just had it. There is some discussion of whose throwing it is. Let's have a look. And it is Newcastle's. Barry from Cornwall says 2-1 to the Wolves. Fantastic. Let's keep it positive. Really good. Right, everyone. So let's just have an update of what's going on with the 3 p.m. kickoffs as well. See if there's any changes and updates on there. Thank you so much to everyone who is putting those comments in. It's absolutely fantastic to see. Thank you for giving that engagement. If you have any questions at all about Wolves, please put them in there. Ask me, what do you think I think of a player? How do you think we've played so far? Let me know what questions you have got. So at the moment, Newcastle have just kicked the ball away. We've just won it back. Well done. And Toadie's got the ball. I ignore it. Oh, shame. Kind of a loose pass there by Doyle. So, looking at the moment, Brentford and Chelsea still 0-0. Everton, West Ham is still 0-0. Fulham 1, Brighton 0. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0, that we know of. Forest 0, Liverpool 0. Tottenham, Crystal Palace 0. So, not many goals at the moment. Okay, and Wolves have got the ball in the final third. Here we go. Oh, we could be in here. Oh, shame. Good defending by Newcastle. It looks like we've got a corner. Come on, let's go. David, thank you so much for that question. Let's pop it up on there. Thank you so much. Send in your questions, guys, and I'll answer them for you. What are your thoughts on Gary O'Neill's managerial work this year? I think he's done a phenomenal start coming in 3 days before. I can really see a massive difference in the camaraderie of the team. Before, when we've watched them, they haven't always had the greatest... Toti tried to score it in, tried to header it in, and he's missed. Come on, Toti, keep going. And back to you, David. I'm really impressed with his work so far. He's had a great influence on the team. I'm really happy that we're staying with the 3-man defence. He's made really great teamwork build around the team. And even though we've got a small squad, I know we can count on every single one of those players. And I'm really happy that Gary O'Neill's done so well, and he needs to keep that up. Thank you so much. And always, like I says, thoughts on Hwang's return. I can't wait for Hwang to return. A lot of people have been talking about his form since he's come back from the tournament. I think coming back from such a stressful tournament and getting straight back into action can be difficult. I'm a very big supporter of Hwang. I've been really impressed before he left for I believe it's the Asia Cup. Please correct me if I'm wrong, the Asia Cup. I was really impressed. I watched him at Wolves versus Chelsea, and he was fantastic there. Even the game against Brighton, yes, his touch wasn't there. He didn't make some great decisions, but his work rate's always there. He's always trying. And sometimes when you play, you're going to have an off game, but he's trying his best. And personally, for me, in the first half, I was seeing the defenders kicking the ball up to Bellegarde and Hwang. And to me, they're not the tallest strikers and forwards in the world. So the likeliness of them beating those Brighton defenders and getting that ball, it was unlikely. But yes, I do think if you're going to say Hwang needs to hold up the ball better, I definitely agree with that. But I think Hwang's made a great start to the year and hopefully can keep it up. And as we move forward to future games, we will be relying on Hwang a lot to score those goals. Thank you so much for that question. Super. Carl, Asian Cup, you're right. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure. Brilliant. Thank you so much for the help, guys. Okay, so we are 20 minutes in. It's 1-0 Newcastle. Newcastle currently have a free kick, and Trippier is coming to take it. Reminding ourselves of that England game when we wanted him to score. Right now, I hope it goes straight over the net. Sorry, Trippier. It's nothing personal. Help you score for England. It's not for Newcastle. Okay, let's have a look. And blocked. Brilliant, Wolves. Fantastic. Could have been a very tricky situation there for Wolves. Thank you so much for the comment sections. Keep putting them in. Thank you, Dave, for doing that. Thank you, Alexandros. Thank you always. Keep bringing them in. Fulham scored. Good for us. Oh, let's just update that on SofaScore. Let's see if it is that. That's going to give us a massive boost. Just waiting for that to upload. And Sarr has just saved another goal scoring opportunity from Newcastle. Good to see. Well done, Sarr. Keep it up. Okay. Thank you, David. Yes, Fulham are 1-0 up against Brighton. Hopefully, for us moving forward, that can give us a little bit of a boost. Hopefully, for Wolves in the league, West Ham can drop some points as well to allow Wolves to get into that 8th place. Thank you so much. Again, if you are enjoying these watch-alongs, please, if you would like to, smash that like button because we know that you are enjoying them. Thank you so much for that. And if you do enjoy, please go to Always Wolves Fans TV to watch all videos on Wolves. David, Dazzling Dave, puts on fantastic videos of the previews where he goes in depth with the stats. He looks at goal predictions. He also covers the match conferences and gives you a summary of those so you don't have to go and watch the full one. You can just watch the highlights. And he provides you fans' reaction right after the game, which is brilliant. And it's an absolute great opportunity for anything about Wolves that you come here. So if you do enjoy the watch along and you want to watch more, please like and subscribe to Always Wolves Fans TV on YouTube and follow us on TikTok, Facebook and Twitter or X. Thank you so much, guys. We are 25 minutes in. Callum Portman says, this is the best channel to watch. So lovely of you. Dazzling does an amazing job. Thank you so much for saying that. Lovely to see. Thank you. Okay. Wolves have got a throw in. Sarabia into Neto. What are you going to do with Neto? And it's out for a throw in for Newcastle. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting those likes in the chat. Thank you for putting those comments in. Richard saying, I just turned in thinking I was going to see David. What a surprise. Sorry if I disappointed you. My name's Chelsea. Welcome to Always Wolves Fans TV. Obviously, Dave is at the games. Anytime that he isn't, which is going to be very rare, he would do these watch-alongs. But if you enjoy the watch-along with me, please let me know. Please give that support and we'll keep bringing these watch-alongs for you. And if you want to see Dave, please subscribe to Always Wolves Fans TV and you can see his reaction there. Thank you. Smade's got the ball. And it's gone out for a corner, I believe, for Wolves. Just checking. Really good, Samada. I've been so impressed with Samada this whole season. He's worked so hard. You can really see maturity in his game. Not a disappointment. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. I'll take a 1-1, Carl. Barry says. Thank you so much. Definitely. I think half-time 1-1 would be good for Wolves. Obviously, you want to win, but if we get it back to 1-1, then we can restart, reset for the second half. Thank you so much, guys. It's brilliant. Ball in. Let's see. Dawson. And can we get there? No, it's gone out for a goal kick for Newcastle. Right, guys, at the moment, obviously it's 1-0. Write down in the chat, would you make any changes or are you happy with the team that's out so far? If we're looking at our subs bench, do you think that we can improve the game at all or do you think we should stick with what we've got? Sal says, Barry from Cornwall, enjoying your show. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for support, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And Newcastle have just got a not free kick, got a touch. We are nearly 30 minutes in already. This first half is flying by. Callum says, do you think we can go to Europe? Fingers crossed. Absolutely fingers crossed. I said if you watch an extra time, if you have the possibility of winning the FA Cup, we can still get into Europe. So we're not just fighting on one front. We've got multiple ways to still get into Europe. We've got the league that we can focus on, and we've got the FA Cup. And I do believe that if we keep moving forward, that we can. Obviously, our squad is a little bit small, but I think that the camaraderie around the team is right. Gary O'Neill's got the team playing well, and hopefully, always in football, you need that luck. We've got Coventry in the next round. No disrespect to Coventry, great team. But for Wolves, we've just got past our bogey team, Brighton. Hopefully, it's our moment. And I really hope that we get to Wembley. It'd be a great fans experience. Newcastle have got the ball. And saved by Saar. Brilliant. Fantastic. Lovely to see. Let me know, guys. Write down if you think we can make Europe. Tell me yes. And do you think it's going to be via the FA Cup or via the league? Let me know. Do you think we can make Europe? It's really pouring down at Newcastle. Not a surprise. Pouring down at the moment of rain. Rick says, give Noah a chance, Bellegarde, not impressive. And for me at the moment, I do appreciate Bellegarde's work rate, but I'm not actually sure where Bellegarde's best position is. I know he provides a lot for kind of support up front, but I agree with you. I'm trying to see where does Bellegarde fit, and if all of our players are fit, would he get in the team? Please let me know. Richard says, Europe via the league, I think. Good point. Thank you so much for that. Callum says, yes. How do you think we're going to get there, Callum? Mikey Wolf, they'll make it in the league. Thank you, Mikey. Hopefully. I think a lot of people are arguing at the moment. Do you think that Wolves can win the FA Cup? Dave was asking me the other day, would you rather us win the FA Cup or do really well in the league? And for me personally, I would just love to watch Wolves win the FA Cup because we then still get Europe as well. But, you know, we want to be greedy. We want to do well in both of them. Barry says we'll definitely win through the FA Cup. Let's see. That'd be amazing to finally win the FA Cup. Let's have a look. We are 30 minutes in. It's 1-0 Newcastle. Still that we're behind. I'm still not super upset with how Wolves are playing at the moment. They've had some of their chances, but we haven't had that many shots on goal. That's the one thing I'm a bit disappointed in, really. But let's keep it up. Let's keep moving forward. So many people here are saying, Sarah says, FA Cup all day long, definitely. Mikey Wolf says, if Wolves come in the FA Cup, I'll plan a trip. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And he says he's from Canada. Good to see you. Thank you so much. And Wolves have the ball again. Right. Let's have a quick update on our 3 o'clock kickoffs. What's going on in else places. And Saar has got the ball now. Saar is going to kick it up. Distribution. Watching the game, going to the games and watching Wolves, I really do question Saar's distribution. I know he's a good shot stopper, but distribution, not impressed. In my opinion, not impressed at the moment. Aaron says, afternoon, folks. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Cam says, that's a dream come true for me. I'd love to go to the final. Absolutely. Making the final would be amazing. And being able to win it would be that cherry on the top. And, oh, no. Oh. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Looking at it, it looked like a terrible mistake in defence and poor goalkeeping. Just waiting for that replay. That is a real shame. We were really hoping Wolves could turn this around, but 2-0. We've got to be maybe going for the draw now, just for now, keeping positive. Real shame. Right, guys, just updating that score. Saar really should have collected that ball. He really should have done better. It literally came out of his hands and then bounced right in front of the Newcastle player. Real shame. Right, let's update this. Edit. Don't want to write this scoreline, but we have to. 2-0. Gordon scores. Not a great goal, but shame. Okay, Newcastle got the ball again. Come on, Wolves. We are 33 minutes in. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Real shame there. Newcastle have the ball. Let's see what you're saying in the comment section. Mikey Wall says Sarr needs to have that or at least keep it in front of him. Absolutely. He really should have done better with that. No excuse for that, really. Always A says, did it look offside? Based off what I saw, they looked just onside, but with Wolves and VAR, you never know. So, looking so far, Newcastle have had 7 attempts compared to Wolves' 5 shots on target. Newcastle 4, scoring 2, and Wolves have had 0 shots on target. So, not the best for us moving forward. Barry says, early days, but I'm not overly disappointed. We've had a decent run lately. Yeah, but let's keep positive. We can still get a draw out of this. One person says, Andy, Totti, Sarr and Bellegarde, they think that they're not playing very well. Absolutely. Drop in those comments. What do you think of the players at the moment? Who do you think's been our best players on the pitch? Who do you think could be doing better? Let me know in the comment section. Wolves got the ball. Lamina moving it forward. Have we got the ball? No, lost it again. Lamina got it back. Can we win it back? Good, Lamina getting that ball back. Good to see. Thank you so much, guys, for those adding in their views on who's been our best players and not our best players so far. Alex says, greetings from Paris. Come on, Wolves. Absolutely amazing to see you on here. Absolutely fantastic. It's amazing to see that Wolves have so many fans around the world. And thank you for adding that comment in. Thank you, Alex. Alexandros says, Pedro Neto, best. Bellegarde, awful. I think for both of them, really, Neto's had some good movements and good dribbling, but both of them haven't really had a shot on target or even really a shot at goal either. So, yeah, our attack isn't doing as good as it could have been. Totti is too slow. Bellegarde, headless chicken. Sarr plays out from the back too much. Yes, with Sarr, it's that question of, do you kind of kick it out or do you play amongst your defence? Sometimes when Sarr is distributing the ball, I do get a little bit nervous. And sometimes I'm not sure what is his best way of distributing the ball, because when he kicks it up towards the pitch, so many times I see it going out still. So it's not always good. Alexandros makes a really fantastic point. We are missing Cunha. Absolutely, we are. He has such an important impact on the team, on the attack, but also on the defence. And I think we are seeing that we're missing him today. Thank you to everyone adding those comments in. It's fantastic to see. Thank you. So, 36 minutes in, it is Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Newcastle have the ball and they are throwing it in as we speak. Rick said, I'd like to see Bentley give a 3 to 5 game run. Absolutely. It's always good to encourage players to play, players to come in and see if they can make a change to the team. Okay, Wolves have the ball. Someone says Wolves have 0 good keeps at the moment. I think Sarr has his qualities, I do, but distribution really lets us down. And when I was watching the game live against Brighton at Wolves, looking at the distribution, it felt like we were just giving the ball back to them at times, and we were making our own problems there. So maybe, yeah, that's something for Sarr could work on, definitely. Neto's got the ball. Crossing. Come on. Oh, just over. Goalkeeper saves. Good, Neto. Keep moving forward. Good to see. Right, everyone. So we have got 38. We're on 38 minutes at the moment. Not the scoreline that we've wanted. It's a real shame. Not the best, but let's keep positive. Let's see if we can get just 1 goal back. Even if we can get 1-2 at the end of the first half, that cuts that scoreline down, and then we can move towards trying to get that draw in the second half and maybe a win. But definitely, if Newcastle score another goal, this could be a very, very awkward match for Wolves and everyone who's watching today as a Wolves fan. Wolves have the ball. Callum says Neto is still playing brilliant. Aaron says we need a goal before half-time. Yep, definitely. I agree with you. Sarah said Chelsea have scored. Okay, let me just have that update. to see that. Really good. Let's see what's going on with the games at the moment. Wolves currently have the ball in 39 minutes. Doyle's got the ball, passing it forward. Oh, and it's gone wide. I don't know who Doyle was passing it to then. I don't think Doyle did either. Real shame. Richard, for me, Benny has better distribution, but isn't his shot stopping? It's just a bit below Sarr. Absolutely. Maybe it's a kind of thinking about which one do we need more. Really good point, Richard. Thank you for that. Newcastle have the ball. They're pushing forward again. Come on, Wolves, get it away. I'm smiling because I'm stressed. Come on, really good. Well done, Sarabia. Well done, Neto. Really good. Good teamwork there, guys. Really good. Keep it moving, Semedo. Keep moving forward. Little behind Pedro there. Pedro moving forward again. Good feet. Lost the ball. Newcastle, have they just kept it in? No. Really good. Pedro, Sarabia, keep that up. Keep pushing forward. Really good. Marie says, come on, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's, come on. If we can get one goal back the second half, won't be as bad. Always says, O'Neill needs to substitute Bellegarde and Totti. I definitely agree with Bellegarde. I think that we might need something else. But if we're going to, let's end this, when we get to half time, let's have a look at our bench and see how we can improve it. Aaron says, so many sloppy passes today. Absolutely. Joe says, we started okay, but one bad risky pass and Newcastle score. Absolutely. I think today we are pushing forward, but it seems like that luck's not going on our side. But loose passes, you get what you deserve, I'm afraid. Wolves moving forward again. Newcastle surrounding. Oh, look, like Pedro there. My live stream just went a bit quiet then, so apologies for that. Greetings. I'm going to say your name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Sangrok Yoon, greetings from South Korea. Amazing to see you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what time is it in South Korea? I'd love to know. Thank you so much. As we've said before, always Wolves Fan TV. Wolves have a massive following around the world, and it's fantastic to see that you're here watching. Thank you so much. Aaron says, give Nathan Fraser a run out. Absolutely. He is a natural striker. He'll be able to hold at the ball. And against Newcastle, they've got a lot of height in defence. Maybe that'll help us out. And then allow Neto and Sarabia and Bellegarde to work off them, depending on who Gary O'Neill chooses to take off. Alex says, Aït-Nouri could be doing better. Yeah, I haven't really seen too much of Aït-Nouri. He always puts a shift in, but he's not shining. But most of the players at the moment aren't shining as well as they could be. Just let you know where we are. So timestamp 42 minutes. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Currently, it's 1-0 Chelsea. It's 0-0 for Everton and West Ham. 2-0 Fulham. They're having a really good game today. 2-0 Newcastle. We know that. Very bad. Shame. Forest Liverpool still 0-0. That's quite surprising. And Spurs and Palace 0-0. Maybe less surprising. Kind of a tough game there. Time check, 42. Always says disappointing game so far. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? We've had some of the ball, but the percentage of time spent in their third is not many. We haven't had any shot on target yet. It's a real shame. We should be doing better. Marie there, keeping that positivity up. Guys, keep positive. We'll make a comeback in the second half as we always do. Marie, I love your positivity there. Let's keep going. If we get to if we finish the first half 2-0, then I would be very happy if we get a draw. I don't know if I see 3 goals in Wolves today, I've got to be honest, but I hope I'm wrong. Currently, they're replaying those Newcastle goals. Come on, try to get that ball. Good. Passing it back to Sarr. What's Sarr going to do with it? Passes it to Kilman. Back to Sarr. Sarr to Dawson. Dawson to Totti. Totti to... And we've lost it back to Newcastle. I think Newcastle giving it back. Yeah, Newcastle give it straight back to Dawson. And Kilman's got the ball now. Kilman to Sarabia. Sarabia to Aitnori. Aitnori to Dawson. Barry says, positive think about Marie. Absolutely. You can't always be negative. We've got to hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Wolves have got the ball. Good to see. After a tough about 5 or 10 minutes, in my opinion. It's not been easy for Wolves. Aitnori's got the ball. No, Bellegarde. I haven't really seen Bellegarde that much, to be honest. I haven't mentioned him much. Aitnori's got the ball again. Bellegarde. Semedo. It's very congested at the moment. Newcastle are defending really well. Parking the bus. Wolves still got the ball. For that person, where are you now? Always, where are Wolves on table right now? We are currently, I believe I said we were 9th in the league. Could possibly go out today with a win. It's 3 minutes added on time. Wolves have got the ball. Dawson. He is running into no man's land at the moment. Kilman. Oh. Good pressing by Newcastle, making Wolves kind of fall under pressure a little bit. Wolves got the ball back with Kilman. Kilman passes it back to Sarr. I hate this. I hate it when they pass it back. As the problem is with Sarr, I don't know if it's good to pass it back to him so he can distribute from the back or if he kicks up front. We always lose the ball anyway. I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this. Sarr's got the ball. Okay. So currently, based on the games so far, Wolves are now 11th as this stands because Chelsea are winning. Oh, real shame. Come on, Wolves. Let's bring this back. Okay, Wolves with the ball. It is 46 minutes gone. Keep pushing forward, Bellegarde. And Bellegarde's got a free kick. Well done, Bellegarde. Keep moving forward. Good to see. Okay, Wolves got the ball. Sarabia, Neto, and Newcastle have got the ball back again. Seems like a repeat, really. I don't know why they're kicking it up to Neto. He's not the tallest. He ain't going to win that ball against a defender most of the time. Neto looks possibly hurt at the moment. Hopefully he can shake that off. Thank you, everybody who's watching along with me now. Again, if you are enjoying that live stream, please smash the like button so we know that you're enjoying it and then we can bring these back for you. And if you enjoyed the watch along today, please go to Always Fans TV and like and subscribe on YouTube. There are fans reactions, there are previews, there are watch alongs. A fantastic channel giving you all your Wolves content that you need. Thank you so much. Always says all our goalkeepers are awful. There are definitely improvements that can be made. I agree with you there. Alex says they pass it back so they could take time to build up attack. I like your idea there, definitely. I think sometimes when you're passing from the back, you're always worried that by the pressing of the other team, we could lose that ball. But definitely, Alex, I think moving forward, that's what most good teams are trying to do. Start that building from the defence. Thank you. 48 minutes. And that is first half done. So first half is Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. In a moment, I will be back to be giving you your first half recap, and I'd like to know what you guys think. So I'll be back in 25 seconds. See you then. Welcome back, everybody. Just taking 25 seconds, have a drink of my tea. I really appreciate those commentators there. They're doing a lot of speaking in 45 minutes. Thank you to 56 of you who are watching at the moment. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching that watch along. 64, that's going up again. Thank you so much, guys. That's absolutely brilliant. Adrian says, well done, Chelsea. Shouting about the score for your first time. Get the kettle on. Always get the kettle on. Hopefully this is not a bad omen of me doing watch-alongs, but every time I've gone to a Wolves game live, we've won. So I'm going to say I'm a good omen, not a bad one. Jason says, first half nappy time as usual. Have fun doing that. Always says, let's bring that up for us. Oh goodness, 1-1 for first half. Real shame. That quality hasn't shown through there. Cole Whitehouse, we need to make a tactical change in the second half. That's a really interesting point. What can we do to make the game go towards our side? Because for me, let's go to the lineups at the moment, because it's a real shame that we're missing Hang and Cunha, because one of those could have come on and changed the game. At the moment, I don't know, looking at our bench, who can we bring on to really change that game? Because really, our best players are on the pitch right now, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Carl, for adding that in. Toty off, Bellegarde off. Andy says, who would you bring on, Andy, instead of Toty and Bellegarde? Logan says, Neto needs the ball more. Couldn't agree more. When he's had the ball, he has tried to be really positive, so let's keep that up. Neil White says, there was no first-team strikers on the bench. Shame. When we lose Hwang, we don't have that obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Real shame. Alex says we could bring on Nathan Fraser, definitely. Natural striker, could be able to hold up the ball better for us. For our half-time, Dazzling Dave told me to bring this back. What do you think my half-time snack is? Write your comments down. What do you think is my half-time snack? Let me know. Stu says, beating ourselves, not much in the game, but have better in transition. Hate says, European dream over. At least we can concentrate on the cup. It's only one game. It's not going to end all badly yet. And also, we could still turn it round. So let's keep fingers crossed. But for me personally, I do think that Wolves should kind of wave this FA Cup, try and get to the final. You never know. But again, if the FA Cup doesn't go our way in the quarterfinal, semi-final, we need to have something to fall back on. Let's see. Thank you so much, everyone asking. Jason said bagel and says Kit Kat. Merv says Kit Kat. Sarah says flapjack. Always says hula hoops. Carl says muffin. Oh, let's see who's this. Right, guys. So it is 2-0 Newcastle, Wolves 0. Please let me know before the second half starts, what do you think will be the final score between Newcastle and Wolves? Let me know. Logan says, is it a donut? David says, is it a Mars bar? I nearly went for a Mars bar, actually. It could be that. Thank you for everyone putting those comments in. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Right, let's have a look at the scores at the moment. Just checking it on my phone because my TV has slowed down a little bit. So let's see what the standings are at the moment. England, putting in. Favourites, Wolves. Right, so for our lineup then, how can we improve from the first half? Currently on the bench, we've got Bentley, Hugo Bueno, Santiago Brenner, Traore, Chira, Doherty, Fraser, Noah Lamina. Who could we bring on to change this game? Or would you change the formation? What do you think? Stu says, we're not out of this. We can do better. Absolutely. We need to make those improvements. Aaron says, is it a Malteser? Trudy says, is it a TK? Let's have a look. I'm wondering. Alex says, Wolves are playing a defensive formation. Wolves should play 2 strikers up front. I think that's a good shout out, really. If you're 2-0 down and you want to go for the win, there is no point playing with a defence. Putting two people up top could help us score a goal, and we could always change it back after we get 1-0. So, what is my half-time snack? It is a Jive, also known as the Aldi's own Twix. Maybe a bit of a controversial, but I think the Jive is nicer than a Twix. And this is product placement, Jive. If you want to represent Always Wolves, love these, go down to Aldi. I'm only joking. Twix is bad, but Jives are good as well. Aaron says, always optimistic. Let's keep it going. Always Wolves says, Wolves constantly getting pushed back. Yeah, Newcastle did have a good game plan today and have been frustrating Wolves. So let's have a look at the stats so far. This is why SofaScore is so good. It's given us live updates so we can see how can we move forward. So at the moment, it says expected goals. Newcastle are 1.57. Wolves are 0.29. Not good. Looking at ball possession, I'm quite surprised by that. It says Wolves have had 62% possession and Newcastle have had 38%. After watching that game, I'm quite surprised by that, really. I thought it was probably more even, or Newcastle had the ball more. Surprising. But, as I've said before in extra time, just because you have the ball and have possession doesn't mean you're controlling the game. And at the moment, we aren't controlling this game. So I don't mind if we have 15% possession, 60% possession. If we're not getting the goals in, what's the point? But let's keep it up. Let's move that possession close to that final third, because it seems like to me, majority of that possession was in the defence and in the middle of the park. Shots on target, Newcastle 4, Wolves 0. We've got to improve that. If we want any chance of getting back into this game, we need to win this game. We need to get more goals. Block shots are 2-2. Going back to Dawson, he had a good shot then, and then it led to the goal. But Dawson did put his body on the line there and tried his best. It was unlucky. Fouls. Newcastle have had 5 fouls compared to Wolves' 2. We've had more free kicks than Newcastle with 5 to their 2. Goal kicks, 3-3. Distribution is for you to question. And going to big chances, Newcastle have had 2 massive chances and they have 2 goals. Wolves have had 0. But going back to the positives of Sarr, he has made 2 saves. So thinking about that, his distribution might not be the greatest, but could the scoreline be worse? Possibly. Passes-wise, we have had more accurate passes than Newcastle. Not surprising because we have had more of the ball. However, we have lost to possession more than Newcastle. And so many of you were saying that they have been pushing us and taking the ball away from us. Currently, at the moment, if we're looking at accurate passes, we had 258 accurate passes. They had 142. Possession lost. We lost the ball 78 times compared to their 65. So we need to be doing better. Let's go back to this comment section then. I feel like we should be able to pull it off with a 2-2 draw. Fingers crossed, that's what we should be aiming for. And always, we're officially, always keep going, never give up. Thank you for that brilliant stuff. Obviously, as I'm saying before, SofaScore is so good. I'm using it right now to give me those updates to allow me to analyse the game. It's a fantastic app. If you are interested in having that app and using it, it's completely free. You don't have to register. I literally downloaded it and got the stats right there. And it doesn't just have football on there. It has every type of sport, Formula 1, tennis. So if you love sport, you love your football, give that app a try. And I will just pop that QR code for this on the screen for a minute if you are interested in checking out that app. And that's coming up for you now. Apologies, my video's a little bit slow at the moment, so here it is. If you want to, please scan that link, that QR code, and go on SofaScore. I'm using it right now. It's a fantastic app, and if you're interested in your stats, you'll love this. I'll keep that up for you for a little bit longer. Thank you. So, guys, thank you so much to everyone putting those comments in. It's either going to be a 2-0 or 2-1. We might be able to grind out a draw. Yeah, it's really difficult. We're away from home. Newcastle, they're a tricky ground to go to. We're 2-0 down. 1-0, we could bring it back. 2-0, that's a steep slope to climb. But let's hope for 2-2. And also for me, even if we lose this game, the second half needs to be better. Because when I was watching the game against Brighton, I felt so nervous watching Wolves. It felt like there was this wave and wave of attack. And I hope this is not a repeat of the games, because our last game as well, we weren't playing that well. We had a really bad second half, and then the one with Brighton. So hopefully this is not the team showing fatigue here. Stu says we need to move the ball more quickly as Newcastle are very aggressive. Absolutely. Constantly, Dave's mentioned that at the start of games have been quite slow. I think the start of the game was really, really positive, but it hasn't resulted in any goals yet. So as soon as that second half starts, we need to be at Newcastle's throats. Bit harsh, but at their throats, not letting them get out. Tackle them, defend, push them. The only way in which we're going to score a goal is them getting nervous. So let's keep moving forward. Right, everybody. Before we have the start of the second half, I just want to give you an update on all the games so far. So let's have a look at what the Premier League standings are at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. Aaron says, do you think we're going to have subs at half time? Looking at the bench, for me, the only one I'm looking at that could really make an impact is possibly Fraser. But we've got so many injuries at the moment to keep out of Hang and Cunha. I don't know if our bench is actually going to change the game. I don't know if it's actually just the players being more impactful on the pitch. But really fantastic question. So much, Aaron, for that. So let's have a look at the standings so far. Okay, so half time, it's Tottenham 0, Crystal Palace 0. Are you surprised by that? Write it down in the chat. Forest are holding Liverpool 0-0. That's a surprise. Good job for Forest. Fair play to you. We obviously know the Newcastle score, so let's go past that one. Fulham 2, Brighton 0. Well done, Fulham. Keep going. Everton 0, West Ham 0. At the start of Watchalong, I was like, if Wolves win and West Ham lose, then we can go 8th. Well, at the time, let's see what our table looks like now. And it's still Chelsea 1, Brentford 0. At 5:30, we've got Luton versus Villa. And then tomorrow, we have got Burnley, Bournemouth, and City and United. That's Manchester City and Manchester United. So currently, for our table, Liverpool are still first, then Man City and Arsenal make the top 3. At the moment for Wolves, we are 11th now. Chelsea are 10th. Brighton are 9th. But if we are able to get a draw and move from 38 to 39, we could then be 10th because of our win against Chelsea the other day. Because Chelsea currently are winning, so they've got 38 points. But if we get 39, we will be behind Brighton. But we won't go above Brighton because of the goal difference. I highly doubt we are going to score more than 7 goals to go over that goal difference. Right, guys, so let's go back to the chat then. Someone says we need to be more positive against Newcastle. Absolutely, we can be respectful, but we need to push forward. And personally, I don't think any team wants to play Wolves this season. And I think that this first half hasn't represented Wolves in the best light. They've played so much better recently. Right, guys, so we've got some goalkeepers out, just getting their warm-ups in, just waiting for the team to come back out now. I haven't had my snack yet because I keep rambling on and talking, so I might be having that during the second half. Right, so let's have a look at what's moving on forward. Yeah, so someone just said Neto off. Who would you bring on for Neto, Merv? Please let me know. The Wolves players are coming out. It looks like Fraser is coming onto the pitch. Yep, it looks like he's coming on. We are nearly about to start the second half. It's 1 minute 25 on the watch long so far. I will let you know as soon as that match starts. Just a reminder for everybody, and no one has done it so far, so thank you. Please do not put the goal, if anyone scores in the Wolves Newcastle game, please don't put it in the chat, because you want a natural reaction and I want to give you an honest reaction the best I can. So if it's Wolves Newcastle, please don't tell me, because I want to give an honest reaction there. And again, just a reminder for everyone, please be respectful to everyone, not just me, but everybody in the chat. Everyone's been so lovely so far. You've been absolutely brilliant. But again, just a reminder for you, please be kind, and yeah, no nasty comments, because we don't need them. It's hard enough us losing. We don't need those comments either. Right, I can see Gordon on the pitch for Newcastle. 89 likes so far and no shouting out goals. Thank you for that. Thank you for 89. Let's do 100. Can we get to 100 likes by the end of this watch along? Please do. Come on. And a reminder for you, our aim is 33,000 subscribers. We are only 200 off reaching that goal. So if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please go and follow Always Wolves Fans TV. It's not just me on there, it's Mr. Dazzling Dave's channel, and I'm here for the watch along. He gives you brilliant content every week. He gives you match previews, he gives you the watch alongs that he organises, and he gives you fan reaction as well. So if you like this channel, please give it a like, please do, and follow us on all socials as well. Okay, Wolves and Newcastle have kicked off. 45 minutes, 19 seconds. Wolves have got the ball moving forward. Lemina's just crossed it in. It's gone straight to the goalkeeper, but positive start. Really good. Merv says, at the game, Adrian. Adrian says, I know you're leaving me a lot of you having fun. Of course, I can't be miserable on here. And I get to have a chat with all of you, which makes it even more fun. So thank you so much. You got to keep positive to the very, very last second of the game. Saar has a dead leg. Let's have a look. I'll keep my eye out for that. Thank you for putting that in. And Wolves got the ball again. Sarabia, we're going to do with it. Pass it to Doyle. What does Doyle do with it? Just pass it forward. Not a loose pass. Better than the last time, Doyle. Well done. Back to Doyle. What's Doyle going to do with it? Passes it to Kilman. Is Kilman going to make a forward pass? He's going to go backwards. Let's see. Rabin is slow with the ball again. Why would you do that? It's such a waste of a pass. You need to be moving it quicker. Better by Wolves. Good to see. No, Ait Nouri with the ball. Back to Totti. At the moment, Newcastle have really got their defence very, very cleared out. It is hard for Wolves to get in, but we've got to keep moving forward. Semedo with the ball now. Semedo crosses straight to a Newcastle defender, but good. Keep it forward. Keep pushing. Hopefully now that we've got a Fraser on the pitch, I believe he is, he should be able to hopefully get on the end of one of those crosses. Four to 7 minutes in, Wolves have got the ball. A lot of you are commenting at the moment about the stats for Wolves, so let me just check that to confirm the sub changes. Wolves still got the ball with Ait Nouri. Well done. Wolves got the ball. Smider's got the ball. Back to Kilman. Wolves still got it. Wolves are still pressing. Newcastle have got it back. Come on, Wolves. Come on. Sarabia is in defence. Not where I want him to be, but keep moving forward, Sarabia. Don't want you in defence. Want you to attack. Wolves with the ball again. Better start. Again, we had a good start to the first half, first 5 minutes, but can we keep it up? That's the question. Okay, so just to confirm those changes, Sarr is off, Bentley is on for Sarr, and Fraser has come on for Pedro Neto. Hopefully, if anyone knows if Neto is injured, please let me know. But I'm quite surprised. I think I would have brought off Bellegarde, to be honest. If it's not an injury, I think I would prefer Bellegarde coming off for Neto, because I think Neto's a bit more of a threat moving forward. It is 48 minutes. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. CN says, give Wolves 10 minutes to wake up and boost the game. I think Wolves made a really positive start. We've just got to get an early goal. Hopefully in the next 10 minutes, if we can get that first goal, we can try and get that draw, maybe a win. But I think at the moment, I'll take a draw, definitely. Newcastle currently have the ball. Let me know, are you happy that Fraser has come on for Neto? Are you happy with that? If Neto is injured, I completely understand, but could he have come on for somebody else? A Newcastle pass has just gone down. Alexandra says, I think we can make a comeback. Keep it positive. Absolutely. Why can't we? Trippier is down. Does he need any medical attention? Let's see. He's still down on the floor. It doesn't look very positive for Trippier. Joe says, still sloppy with the passing. Sarah says, Brentford have equalised with Chelsea. So let's have this update. Let's just double check that. Thank you so much for that, Sarah, keeping us up to date with all the other Premier League games as well. Really appreciate it. Let's have a look. So currently, 50 minutes, with 5 minutes. We are now on Tottenham, Crystal Palace 0, Forest, Liverpool 0, Newcastle 2, Wolves 0, Fulham 2, Brighton 0, Everton, West Ham 0, Brentford 1, Chelsea 1. Interesting. See where that game will go. Aaron says, would have liked Neto to stay on. Absolutely, for me, this is no disrespect to Bellegarde at all. I just think, in my opinion, Neto is more of a threat. So if he's been taken off because of a minor injury or a concern, I understand that. But I wouldn't be bringing Fraser on and taking Neto off. I don't think it's useful. I'd rather have had Fraser up top and then Neto and Sarabia to complement. But no disrespect to Bellegarde, I just think I'd prefer Neto today. Okay, Trippier looks like he's just done this. It looks like he needs to come off. On a side note to the football, please, Trippier, hope you're all right, mate. Hope you're back for your next game. Don't like to see anyone be injured. Rick says Neto went off as someone put studs down is his ASL. If that is absolutely true, I'll double check on that if there's any updates on that. But thank you so much, Rick, for telling us. Yeah, Trippier is definitely coming off. Okay, it is 52 minutes in. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Trippier has officially come off. 52 minutes gone. And Livramento has come on. Apologies if I butchered that name there. 21, Livramento has come on for Trippier. Newcastle have got the ball back. Right, guys, we've nearly had our first 10 minutes. Let me know in the chat. Do you think Wolves made a positive start? Do you think we can at least get one goal back? What do you think? Put it in the comment section, please. Trippier seems to be okay. He's walking off. Hopefully, it's just a slight niggle for him. Currently, there's no play at the moment. They're just getting the ball back for a goal kick. And Newcastle have just given the ball back to Wolves. So good to see. Thank you, everyone, for adding your comments in. It's brilliant to see. Thank you so much. Wolves got the ball. Good work by Fraser there. He did lose the ball and give throw into Newcastle, but good work, Ray. Keep it up. Newcastle now with the ball. And the game stopped again. Looks like a possible head or neck. Yeah, he's back up. He's all right. But it's going a bit stop-starting now. It's definitely not Wolves need. Wolves do not need this type of game. It needs to be free-flowing, not stopping and starting the whole way. Alexandros says, I think if we can score a goal now, we could get a 2 later on, definitely. The longer this half goes without a 1-2, it's going to be more and more pressure for Wolves, and Newcastle might bring even more defensive players on, so it could be more tricky. I agree with you. Thank you so much for adding that chat in, mate. Super. David says, I hope we make a comeback. Really hope so too. We've played so well over the last few months, and yes, there could be a game that could go wrong, but we've played so well. Let's keep this moving forward. 54 minutes now. In the next 10 minutes, I will be giving you the update on the scores around in the Premier League. That will be around 60 minutes, so I'll just give an update there for us. So now that looking at the goal then, just to make sure, let's see how the standings have been impacted as well. So now that Brentford are back 1-1 with Chelsea, that has now put Wolves back 10th because we're both on, and Wolves are on 38 and Chelsea would be on 36, even though Chelsea have a positive goal difference. So if we can't win, hopefully that will go in our favour. Newcastle have got the ball. Someone has just said Everton are leading against West Ham. Let's have an update on that. Thank you for that, keeping us updated of what's going on around the league. Everton 1, West Ham 0. Dave's done it for us. Come on, Wolves, let's go. That is what we need at the start. Newcastle with the ball again. Oh, that could have been a goal then. Totti on the line. Some people have said Totti didn't play very well. In my opinion, I haven't been disappointed with Totti at all. That was a fantastic clearance. He could have scuffed that. He literally just defended it just off the line, and fantastic defending there, Totti. Well done. Without Totti, then we definitely would have been 3-0 down. So well done, Totti. Alexandros says, great defending by Totti. Absolutely. Watching him against Brighton live, he was absolutely fantastic how he commands that box. And all the 3 defenders, apart from today, I haven't really been let down by all season. Overall, they played really well. Newcastle now have a corner. Can we get it back? Yeah. Oh, just out. Ain't Nori. Just couldn't collect it. It was close to the line, to be fair. Rick says, kudos to Totti. Brilliant. Yeah. And Aaron says, what a clearance by Totti. Absolutely. Putting himself on the line there. If he hadn't have got that ball 3-0, I wouldn't want to say it, but that could have been a hard scope to climb for Wolves. I don't think they could get back after 3-0. Okay, and it's out for a Wolves throw-in. Semedo. And we've got the ball. Sarabia. Oh, I've lost the ball again. Come on. We've got the ball back. It's a little bit like ping pong at the moment. Totti. To Ain't Nori. What's Ain't Nori going to do with it? Pass it to Doyle. Doyle. Oh, shame. Really good forward pass by Doyle. I mean, I just couldn't grab it and collect it in his grasp. Shame for that. Carl says Palace now lead Tottenham. So Palace are leading that derby at the moment. Ricky says there isn't an outlet. Yeah, I think when we bring a striker on Fraser, we kind of thought he could be, but Neto with his speed and he can dribble from anywhere. We are really missing that type of impact, and especially someone like Cunha can do that as well. But hopefully, Sarabia could be that outlet for us, and Bellegarde, hopefully. It is 58 minutes gone. It looks like Wolves are making a substitution. It is Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. The longer we go on, it's going to be much harder for Wolves to bring back. But come on, let's hope for the best. Rod says, Dave, you look different today. Very different. Okay, we have a Wolves substitution happening. Totti is coming off for... Who's he coming sub for? H. Bueno. So Bueno's on for Totti. I wonder how that's going to change the formation. Wolves got the ball. David says, table is looking good for us. It's a shame that we aren't winning though. Yeah, there are quite a lot of games that would be going our way. Hopefully Wolves can at least get a draw back and try and use that table to our advantage. Real says, how bad is Neto's injury? Looking on the socials, I haven't seen much update on that yet. We'll probably get more information after the game, but fingers crossed Neto is okay. Having Hwang out for maybe possibly a match or two, Cunha out for the foreseeable future, and if Pedro's missing, that is a massive blow to Wolves. And we are nearly 60 minutes in. Right, let's see if there's any update on Pedro as well. Not much yet. If you've heard anything, please put it down in the chat if you've heard anything about Pedro Neto. Newcastle have the ball. It's 60 minutes. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Right, everybody. So, looking at fixtures at the moment. Matches. It is Palace 1, Tottenham 0. Forest are still holding Liverpool to a 0-0. That's surprising. Fulham are still 2-0 up against Brighton. Everton 1, West Ham 1, Brentford 1, Chelsea 1. So let's see how those matches finish towards the end. Newcastle currently have the ball. Alexandra says, we're 10th in the table. I think that's good. That's a good question again. And we mentioned that the first half. Would you accept maybe a 10-11 finish and an FA Cup win? For me, I would take an FA Cup win and getting 10th or 11th. Of course, we want to finish in the league as best as we can. But especially with the size of our squad, sometimes you have to make that choice. But yeah, considering that people thought we could have gone down at the start of the season or could have been really down by that relegation fight, I think we should be really proud of what Wolves have achieved so far. Definitely. Newcastle have got the ball again. So Newcastle's defence currently. Sarabia's moving forward. We're not pressing as much as we were at the start of the second half. We need that to change. We need to make Newcastle be under pressure. Joe says, before half-time, Neto was complaining about a challenge on him to the ref. I wonder if that was the injury. Possibly. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Hopefully, it was just a precaution. Fingers crossed. Wolves got the ball. Hey, Nori. Doyle, what are you going to do with it? And he passes it to Semedo. Where's the outlet? Sarabia trying to be an outlet there, trying to make a break. Will Kilman to... Oh. Nice cross by Kilman, trying to look for Fraser. The goalkeeper got it, and my live stream decided to pause right in that moment, which was terrible if there was a goal. But yeah, so still 2-0 Newcastle, and Wolves are still not winning at the moment. Right, guys, so based off what you've seen so far, do you think Wolves can bring this back for a draw based off what you can see? Let me know. Put it down in the comment section. Newcastle have got the ball. Always says no, can't see it. Yeah, there's some people in the comment section, kind of their hope is kind of dipping a little bit. I think the longer this game goes, the less likely it is. Bellegarde did some good work there. Ain't Nori moving forward. Come on, get to that final third. Bellegarde. Is that a shot? Unlucky Bellegarde. Good go. Let's see. So, Ain't Nori into Bellegarde. What does Bellegarde do with it? It went over. He seems like he's asking for a corner. Let's see if it did hit the Newcastle player. It looks like a slight niggle, maybe. It's a bit fast from there, so maybe. And Mike says that's a corner not given. So it did look close. It did look like a slight change there. Should have a corner. Yeah. Newcastle have got the ball. Newcastle still have it. Ain't Nori working hard there. Made them go back to their defender. A lot of you are saying, I think that was a corner. It should have been a corner. Yeah, agreed. We are 65 minutes in. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Come on. Manny has done a 195-mile walk to see his Wolves players win and raise money for Dementia UK charity. Come on. Do it for Manny. Get that draw back. $65 minutes, still 2-0. Wolves have got the ball as a throw-in. Doyle to Bellegarde. Bellegarde lost it. Can we get it back? Sarabia trying to push the team up forward. Newcastle got the ball again. Getting towards that final third once more. Defend it. Well done, Kilman. Can he get it away? Yes, he can. And we're moving forward. It's an opportunity for Wolves. Lamina moving forward. What are you going to do with it? Come on, Lamina. Good. Oh. Well done. Shame. Good move forward. Possibly could have done better. Lamina did really, really well there to hold on to the ball and try and pick the correct pass. Then it's a shot outside the box by, I believe it was Fraser. Just need a closer look. Yep, Fraser. He tried to pass it into the left-hand side of the goal, but the goalkeeper just got to it. But fair play. Well done, mate. Really good go. Keeping positive. I think Wolves this season, especially a lot of teams now, I don't say them trying to take many balls outside the box. Like, have a go. You might actually scuff it in. If not, the goalkeeper might scuff and you might get a tap in. Maybe we should try and utilise that a little bit more. Brentford lead, Chelsea 2-1. Not looking good for Chelsea fans at the moment there. Shame for them. And Sarabia's got the ball. We're in the final third. What can we do with it? Newcastle, can they get it out? Come on, get it back. Well done. Super Semedo. Well done for getting that ball back. Moving forward. Now to Doyle. Doyle trying to look for an outlet. Who he wants to pass it to? Bellegarde. Should have moved that quicker, Bellegarde. Nice move of Bueno. Can he get it in the box? He's passed it to Ain't Nori. Bellegarde. Bellegarde crosses it in. Oh, opportunity. Oh, what a shame. Sarabia tries to pull it in the back of the net and the goalkeeper for Newcastle saves it. Oh, real shame. Another day that could have gone in with a little bit of luck. But Sarabia, he did what he should have done. He kicked the ball down to the ground, tried to make half the goalkeeper. Good save by Newcastle. Someone says, MCN, we need some drama. Suffering is part of the game. Absolutely. That's why we love it. It's all about the drama. Mikey Wolf, Wolves doing well, getting the ball back. Let's keep pressing. Yep, Aaron, come on, Wolves. Good to see the comment section's getting more positive. Let's go. Back in by Wolves. Lamina. Still got it. Bueno, what can you do with it? Lamina. A little bit of a loose ball there. Kind of half-right annoyed to gather that up, to be honest. Right, so it's 68 minutes in. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Let's just have a quick update on what's going on around in the league so far. Matches, it's still Palace 1, Tottenham 0. Forest Liverpool still 0-0. I'm so surprised by that scoreline. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Fulham 2, Brighton 0. No changes there. Everton and West Ham 1-1. Brentford 2, Chelsea 1. So starting off the game winning, and now Brentford have took that game back. And again, 5:30, it's Luton versus Villa. Those are our fixtures today. 69 minutes. Barnes 15 for Newcastle is coming on. Slight change there. Rebecca says, seems like they are picking it up this half. I definitely agree. I think we've been a lot more positive and we've had more opportunities. Sadly, it hasn't resulted in a goal, but we've had 2 good shots on target in 2 minutes. This is what we need. Sad that we couldn't score one of them, but that Sarabia one, I think, personally for me, he did everything right. He just was unlucky there. Okay, Newcastle now seem to be using their substitutions to slow down the match. Could be a bit of a tactic here. Wolves were having the ball, had 2 shots. Maybe they're trying to slow it down, take the momentum away from Wolves. Newcastle have got the ball. And Newcastle now have a throw-in. Right, so for our second half so far, Wolves' goal expectation has gone up slightly, but not much. Total shots, Newcastle now are up to 10. Wolves are up to 8. And despite Newcastle having 5 on target, Wolves now have had 2 on target. So a massive positive change there. For shots off target, Wolves still had 4 off target goals. So we need to keep pushing forward. Carl says, with 101 likes now, we've met what we've wanted to. We've met our goal, which is fantastic. Everyone, thank you so much. If you haven't smashed that like button already, please do. It's really helpful to the channel. And if you smash that like button, we know that you've enjoyed this watch along with me, and we'll try and give you more watch alongs in the future if you enjoy them. Thank you. It is 71 minutes. It is Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. The longer this game goes, the further and further away this draw feels. But you never know. You can score 2 goals in 5 minutes. Who knows? Right, guys, let me know. Do you think we can turn this round? If you think so, tell me yes. If you think no, what do you think the score's going to be? Do you think it's going to stay the same, 2-0? Do you think it's going to be 2-1? Let me know. Wolves got the ball. What we're going to do with it, ain't no the ball. Bellegarde. Doyle. Come on, move it faster. Nori, passing it backwards. To be fair there, it was a bit tight there. They might need to go backwards to find some space. Semedo in. Oh. Semedo in. Bellegarde, header. Goalkeeper saves. Let's have a look. Could Bellegarde done a better chance with this? Have a look. Good connection by Bellegarde there. He might be able to header it down. He did have a Newcastle defender on him as well, so it might have been difficult. He had a good go with it. Maybe he fell to Fraser. Natural striker. Maybe could have done better, but I can't fault Bellegarde there. He made a connection and he tried, and he was on target. Rebecca says you're putting Dave out of a job. Absolutely not. Dazzling Dave's absolutely fantastic. But I'm really glad that you guys, if you are enjoying it, thank you so much. Thank you for all the support so far. You've been amazing. Marie says, I think 2-1. Oh, 2-1. I'd like to see us get a goal. If we can get a draw, brilliant. I do think a win at this point is far reaching, but we should be able to get a draw. Why not? Thank you, everyone, for putting those comments in the chat. It's super. As you've seen the whole way, I've tried to shout out as many of you, all of you, as I can. Thank you for doing that. You've been brilliant so far. Please, if you want yourself to be said out, please write your comments down below. Thank you. Newcastle currently have the ball. It's 74 minutes gone. It's Newcastle 2, Wolves 0. Alexandra says, I think we still have a chance to do it 2-2. Shout you out a lot today, Andros. Thank you so much for your activity on the chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, throw in by Bueno for Wolves. Doyle. Dawson. Good distribution there. Oh, lost the ball. Unlucky. Keep going, Wolves. Newcastle have got the ball. We need to win it back. To give us a little bit of hope, in the last 17 Premier League matches, this match is finished as a draw. So if we're going by stats and facts, we still have an opportunity here. Newcastle have won 4, Wolves have won 2, but there's always a draw normally between these sides. So there's still a possibility that could happen again. It is now 75 minutes gone. They're doing a replay. The match has stopped currently for a possible head injury for a Newcastle player. Hopefully he's okay. We don't like to see those type of injuries, and hopefully he can carry on playing. Trudy says, I'd like to see us getting at least 1 goal. Absolutely. Thank you so much. If you have just joined the chat, please let me know where and who are you watching with. Write that in the comment section below. Where are you from? Where are you watching? Let us know where you're watching today, please. Longstaff looks like he's okay for Newcastle. Looks like he's okay to carry on. So good stuff. Of course, he's playing for Newcastle, but any head injury, come on, we always want to make sure they're okay. And play is back on. Newcastle have the ball. They're moving it quickly. Oh, not good. Can kill me and get it away. Come on. Oh, well done, Kilman. Kilman gets a block in. Well done, Kilman. That was a good move there. Carl says Spurs have equalised against Palace. Let's just have a check as well if there's any other changes to the score lines. Every other game is the same, but yeah, Spurs have now equalised with Palace. Thank you so much for that. Marie says, I'm from Birmingham and I'm watching it with my friend. Good to see. You're still very local. I'm from Wolverhampton, so not far away. Good to see you, Marie. Thank you so much for that today. Andy says, I'm from Albrighton. Not that far. Good to see you as well, mate. Thank you for telling me that. Again, please tell me where you're from, who you're watching with. Newcastle still have the ball, and it's 77 minutes. The game is maybe pulling away from Wolves here a little bit. Hopefully not. Again, if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the watch along, there are TikTok, Facebook and Twitter accounts to go and follow. Always Wolves Fans TV. Go and have a look at that and give it a like and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you. Okay, Wolves got the ball. What can we do with it? Bellegarde is surrounded by 3 Newcastle players. Shame. Could have done a little bit better, but Newcastle have got the ball. Thank you again for those who are commenting on the chat. Good to see. I'm Mary. I'm born and bred in Wolverhampton. Good to see. Alexandros, I am from Cyprus, seeing with my dad. Hello, Dad. Mikey Wolf, 10 a.m. start here. Lone Wolf turning in this morning. Early start for you. Thank you for tuning in. Newcastle with the ball. Get it away, Wolves. Come on. When we get to 85 minutes, I will be asking you for... Oh, good defended by Wolves. Sorry for that. I'm going to be asking you for who you think Wolves man of the match is and what your rating is for the game. So be ready. 85 minutes. I'm going to be asking for those. So please let me know who's your man of the match and what would you give the player rating today, please. Again, another replay. I can't believe it's 79 minutes gone. The second half has flown away and it's not good for Wolves. They're running out of time here. Someone's just said, man of the match is none. It hasn't been great. There's got to be one person who's done well. Come on. I can possibly think of maybe one or two who haven't had the worst game ever. Trudy has said, I'm in Cornwall, it's not raining. Yes, love Cornwall. Going to St Ives later on this year. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. And it's always a pleasure to go. Good to see you, Trudy. Thank you for that. Newcastle with the ball again. Merv says Manny of the match. Yeah, maybe we should just give it to Manny. Seems like he's worked a little bit harder maybe than anyone else today. Definitely, Manny. Superstar. Wolves got the ball. Dawson cleared it. Maybe could have done a little bit more of that, but keeping it safe. Getting it out. We've got some subs warming up, coming in with 10 minutes to go. Is it actually beneficial for me personally? 10 minutes, I don't always think it's enough time for subs to make an impact. I would normally say 15 minutes to go. I know it's only 5 minutes, but 10 minutes seems a bit harsh. Lamina and Bellegarde are now being subbed off. And for Wolves, and who's coming on now? Please forgive me if I say these names wrong. Number 6, Traore, and number 62, Chira. Please correct me if I get those wrong. Good to see you, lads on. Make a difference, please. Stuart says, I live in Spain, watching in a bar. Fantastic. Thank you, Stuart, for watching. What part of Spain are you from? Let me know. And Rick says, from Saddleworth, and it started snowing here. It was snowing here this morning as well. 81 minutes. Be ready. 4 minutes. Who's your man of the match? What is your team rating today? We don't make it either for ourselves. Definitely not. The last few games haven't been the easiest watches at the moment. Hopefully the fatigue is not kicking in. Game stopped again. Newcastle. A little bit of rolling on the floor there. Maybe some time wasting, some tactical time wasting there. Maybe. Yeah, he's fallen a bit dramatically there. You won't be seeing that in a rugby match, I'll tell you that now. Aaron says Toty was decent today. I absolutely agree. His ball off the line was vital for Wolves. It could have been 3-0, could have been even worse. And I don't think Toty's really put a foot wrong today. Absolutely not. I agree with you, Aaron. Thank you so much for that comment. And just to show my appreciation, Super Aaron, thank you for that. Really appreciate you commenting down there. What do you think? Bringing Lamina off, Bellegarde off, do you think that is Gary O'Neill saying we're done? Do you think Gary O'Neill's kind of let this game go? Or do you think these substitutions are about changing the game? What do you think? It's quite surprising to bring both of them off, to be fair, unless they're tired. And I know it's hard to say. Football players get paid a lot getting tired, but they've only had a few days to recover from a very, very, very mentally taxing game for the FA Cup. They're bound to get tired. They're human beings. Newcastle got the ball again. It is 83 minutes. Alexandros says, up until now, I still think man of the match was Toty. Great defending. Yep, couldn't agree more. Aaron says Lamina should have come off a long time ago. Yeah, I think even against the Brighton game, he's been looking tired, maybe. Shame with a smaller squad, you just can't rotate those players as much as you can. And when you're fighting to get the best Premier League result and the FA Cup, sometimes just having not enough players can make it harder for you. But Lamina this season has been absolutely brilliant for Wolves, and hopefully he can get back up to his best soon. 83 minutes gone now. Newcastle 2, Wolves 0, and Wolves have got the ball. Semedo in. Can we get that? No one was on the back post. Nori has given a 3 kick away. Might have been soft, but any touch that you give a Newcastle player now, they're going to go down to time waste. Maybe should have made a better decision there. Stuart says he's from Girona. That's absolutely fantastic. I went to Barcelona before. Is Girona 1 hour away from Barcelona? If so, beautiful country. It's been a pleasure to be there. Thanks so much for commenting that. Thank you, Stuart. 84 minutes. Be ready. Man of the match. Game rating, even though it's not been the best for Wolves. Be honest as well. If you think it's been really bad, give an honest rating. Also, tell me why you give that rating. Dawson's got the ball. And he's got a throw in for Wolves. Nori was yellow carded for that collision earlier. Semedo with the ball now. Doyle, move forward, please. Side a little bit. We're not going to get a goal that way. Someone says, seems like we've lost that killer instinct. Over the last 3 games, we haven't been finishing off teams. And you can see the problem with that. If we had scored 2 goals, early goals against Brighton, we wouldn't have had to bring Pedro on or Sarabia on, which meant they would have been more ready and more rested for the game today. Could that have made a difference? Well, of course, the FA Cup, it's not always going to go your way. And we are 85 minutes now. So in the chat, please tell me who is your man of the match for Wolves, if there's any for you. And what would you rate this game today for Wolves? Please put those comments in the chat and I will put them on the watch along for everyone to see. So put your comments down. I'll give you a shout out. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has liked this watch along. It's been a pleasure to have you with me watching this game, especially watching this with a loss for Wolves at the moment. Could have been a bit lonely. So thank you for watching this with me. Marie says, I think it's been a tough game. I can't give a rating because it could have been better. So Marie, would you give it a 0, 1, 2? What do you think? Again, let me know, what is your rating for the game? Carl says it's Tottenham 3, Palace 1. They have turned that around. Fair play Spurs. 86 minutes now. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Wolves are going to get this back. Hopefully we can get 1 goal for the goal difference, but I don't know. Toti, man of the match for Aaron, and he gives it a 4 out of 10. Yeah, it's hard to give your own team a really negative score, but they haven't been good enough today for 5. So maybe 4 is fair. If you had scored a goal, maybe. But yeah, I agree with you for man of the match. I think Toti's a good shout. Marie says I would give it a 5. Yeah, I think Wolves haven't been really terrible, but they haven't been great either. So maybe 5 is fair. Thank you so much for you guys for putting that on. That's because our defending, yeah, I think Toti's clear off the line is worthy of at least 2 on there. Toti's done wonderfully. Anybody else? What is your man of the match? Please write it down. And what is your rating? Thank you so much for everyone who's already commented so far. We are on 87 minutes. Newcastle moving towards Wolves' defence with the ball. Newcastle again and defended by Wolves. Wolves got the ball. What we're going to do with it? Really good, Wolves. Pass it backwards. That's going to lead to a goal, isn't it? Wolves got a throw in. I'm now on 88 minutes. 8 Norris moving forward, working hard. Come on. Fraser and Sarabia getting up there to give him some support. Come on, Sarabia. Come on, let's take this goal. Oh, defended. Could have done better there. Next up, thank you so much. So Nelson, man of the match. I do think Nelson Mayer has done well today. He always does his best. His crosses could have been a little bit better. 2 out of 10. It's hard to disagree with that. We haven't been good today. Not even until the second half do we have any shots on target, and that's not Wolves. So fair enough. Thank you for all these comments. And also, thank you to everyone on the chat who's been so kind, so respectful to not just me, but everyone on there. It's a fantastic community. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Newcastle moving forward again, 8 to 9 minutes. How many minutes do you think there is going to be at the end of the game? Possibly. There hasn't been any goals the second half. There's been a couple of injuries, so it might be 5 minutes, might be fair. 12 Hoops says, I don't blame the boys. There is no excuses, but when we don't have Neto, Hang and Cunha all together when they're injured, it's a nightmare. Yeah, all season we haven't been able to play our major three. I think that we've really seen the impact of not having Cunha on the pitch, and hopefully he can return back soon. So many of you have agreed, 5-5. Carl says Fulham 3-0 against Brighton and Everton 1, West Ham 2. More or less, an hour game plan has not worked out. Totally mad at the match and would give it a 4. Thank you, Stuart, for that. Super appreciated. Thank you for letting me know what you think. Wolves have got the ball now with Semedo trying to move forward, and it is 5 minutes added time. I don't think I want this to be any longer than 5 minutes, to be honest. Just before, I will be on the live stream after the game is finished for a little bit longer. But if you do tune out a little bit earlier, I just want to say a massive thank you for all of you who have been watching today. Please subscribe and follow us. Again, if you haven't heard already, Always Wolves Fans TV provides fantastic content on previews for the game, full of previews that Dave gives you stats and facts about the match, gives you a preview of what he thinks the score will be and possible players in and out. Then, if you've enjoyed these watch-alongs, please give it a like to know that you'd want these in the future, and we'll plan to get more of these moving forward, and the match review straight after the game as well. Currently, Newcastle have got the ball, and it's the worst finish possible. 3-0 Newcastle. You couldn't summarise this game in a more horrid way. And I can't say for Wolves that it's unfair, really. They haven't took their chances, and it was a sloppy goal at the end. Newcastle 3, Wolves 0. 92 minutes gone. And let's have a look then. At the end of the game, I will give you an update on all the scores, the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and I will tell you where Wolves stand after the 3 o'clock kickoffs at the end. Again, please write down, what is your player rating? What is your man of the match? Carl says, not a good day for us. They looked tired. It really was a sloppy goal at the end. It really represents Wolves' match today. They just haven't been on it. A shame for all the fans who have travelled up there as well to see that today. And I mean up the stairs of Newcastle, of St James's Park, let alone they had to travel together. Mikey says, haha, that goal was summed up the game in a nutshell. Let's regroup for next week. Yeah, we're going to have games so it doesn't go in our favour. We've been on a fantastic run. Every team loses games. Sometimes you can accept a loss if you've played well. The second half, we've tried to regroup. We've tried to push forward. If we had scored one of those 2 shots on target early on, maybe we could have seen a difference, but maybe not the day for us. Joe says, terrible goal to concede. Absolutely. Rick says, 3 out of 10, man of the match. And Manny, man of the match. Fair enough. "93 minutes in. We've got 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute added for the goal. I highly doubt it. Wolves have got the ball again, still trying to push and find a last-minute goal to make it not as embarrassing as it looks. Come on, Doyle. Someone to take a shot. Kilman. We're struggling to break down defences at the moment. A low block isn't easy for Wolves. Aaron says, one to forget. I'm out. Good job today, Charles. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I wish it was a good game to watch. So, as it stands, Wolves are now 10th in the league with 38 points. Chelsea are 11th with 36. Brighton are now 9th with 39. And Newcastle are 8th with 40. West Ham are now 7th. So, there's still so small amount of points between us. It's going to be chopping and changing for the rest of the season. Hopefully, it'll go in Wolves' favour. And Liverpool look like they are 1-0 up. Always count on them. Can't need to get a goal at the end. Jurgen Klopp is always a fantastic manager. It is 10 seconds to go. Please don't extend our misery anymore. Blow the whistle right on 95, please. Blow the whistle. No, he wants to extend the suffering a bit longer. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. The match finishes 3-0 Newcastle and Wolves 0. Not the best way to bring Watchalong, but thank you to everyone who stayed with me. Thank you to everyone who has given their man of the matches and their reviews of the match for their score. A lot of people have been saying between 1 and 4, 1-5, which is fair enough. For me personally, I would say, other than Totti, there hasn't been a magical moment in that game. I would give Wolves a 3, and that's being kind. 3 out of 10. Terrible goals to be conceding. Wasn't any shot on target till the second half. Real shame. But we've got to keep positive. We've had one bad game. We're still through in the FA Cup. We can still move towards Fulham. And we've got the Coventry quarterfinals to move on to. So still so much positivity for Wolves. To finish off with today, I just want to say a massive thank you again to Dazzling Dave for bringing back the Watchalong and asking me to bring that for you. It's a fantastic channel that focuses on the fans' experience before anything else. If you have enjoyed the Watchalong today, thank you. So many of you have put a like down in the comments. If you have, smash that like button one more time for me. It lets us know you've enjoyed the Watchalong and you'd like to see future ones. And again, if you've enjoyed today, please check out Always Wolves Fan TV. Check out the videos, and if you've enjoyed it, if you like it, smash that like button, press the notification button to find out more, and please join us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok as well. A massive thank you to everyone. You've been so lovely and so supportive the whole way through. Everyone saying, well done, well done. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. If you want another watch along, can you say yes down in the comment section so I can see more? And Carl says 107 likes. Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. Moving forward, let's see if Wolves can pick themselves up. Hopefully, this kind of fatigue isn't going to kick in any longer. 12 who's repeating it. They looked a bit sluggish. Yeah, absolutely. They need a rest. We need to regroup and we need to move forward. But hopefully, the players won't let this deflate them too much. They've done so well this week, especially over the last 2 weeks. We've had a lot of games. But we're through now to the FA Cup quarter-final. We've got Coventry. We should be able to beat Coventry and go back to Wembley. Thank you so much. Someone says come back again was great. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Next on the watch-along, I know it's not going to be a happy fans reaction, but in the next 30 minutes, Dazzling Dave will be bringing you live reaction from the game. So please give your love to Dave over there on Always Wolves Fans TV and go and watch his fans react to see what he thinks. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you. Goodbye. Thank you.